Hello, everybody. Thank you for stopping by. Let's get it. The hard truth for today is every now and then we crucify the wrong person. And when I say we, I mean everybody as a society. I mean, sometimes we do get it wrong, and sometimes the momentum can be so strong, from so much energy behind it, that we know we're getting it wrong, but we can't change direction. I mean, if I'm driving 100 miles per hour and I pass by two police cars sitting on the side of the highway, I would love to slow down and seem like I'm going the speed limit, but that's not going to happen in the next 5 or 10 seconds because I'm at 100. Even if I hit my brakes, I'm not going to instantly go down to 60, 70. So what I'm saying is sometimes the momentum behind something can be so strong because there's so much energy behind it that there's not going to be any change in direction unless there's something with even more energy that comes along to change it. Okay, and so with that being said, keep that in mind because it has something to do with this little short message I have for today. All right, before I get into my point, I do want to stop by and say one or two other things. All right, this is several articles where these girls are calling Brian Kohberger creepy. All right, it's nothing creepy about somebody, pursuing their career and fast tracking and pursuing their education. Excuse me. I mean, some of these women posting creepy Kohberger video don't even have a man. And if they do, he damn sure ain't pursuing no PhD. All right. Some of them, man, can't even spell PhD. So it's no reason for them to be fronting out here like this guy just really creeping them out because they don't have anything better and some don't have anybody at all. One of these ladies is supposed to be an expert. That's what the article said. 200,000 views. Idaho murder suspect, a classic case, psychopath expert says. Listen, she has never met Brian Kohberger. She has never interviewed. She doesn't have any more information about this guy than we do. She's no more of an expert on the case than we are. Okay, so she's making a diagnosis about this guy and never met him. How would you feel if somebody put out an article about you saying you were this or that and they never met you, but they're going by news reports about you? How would you feel? I mean, it's ridiculous, really. But anyway, I'm going to get off the gossip tip, go straight to my point. My point is, do they have Kohberger's DNA or not? The traffic stops were December the 15th. Okay, they say he arrived in Pennsylvania December 17th. Between the 18th and the 29th, law enforcement collected trash, sent the contents for DNA, and got the results back. December the 30th, Brian Kohberger was arrested. So my question is, in 11 days, law enforcement collected trash, sent it to a lab, got the DNA back, and got a warrant to arrest this guy in 11 days. Okay, so today is December the 25th. They've had him in custody for 25 days. So by now, they should have his DNA, sent it to the lab, got the results back, and can announce that we're no longer relying on the secondary DNA from the trash, but Brian's DNA that we got from his finger, blood out of the tip of his finger, it matches the DNA on the knife sheath. We should be hearing that by now. It only took them 11 days to get his trash, send it to a lab, which was the fastest DNA turnaround I ever seen. We still waiting for DNA to come back on Wayne Williams. They announced it was on the way to the lab 3 years ago. And he supposedly killed 26 children. And we're still waiting on that. You mean to tell me you got this guy, got his DNA back from a lab in uh, 10, 5, 7 days, when the rest of the country, the average turnaround in what, 6 months, 2 months, 3 months. But anyway, by now we should have some update on the DNA match. We shouldn't be relying on his father's paternal genealogy DNA anymore. If they could get the DNA out of the trash and get a result in 11 days, okay, on the down low, with him in custody, they should have be able to send his DNA to that same lab and get it back and be able to tell us, hey, this is his DNA on the knife sheath. Okay? We haven't gotten that. And one reason why we haven't gotten that is because when they made that announcement, since the preliminary hearing has been put off, somebody's gonna have to get on the stand, and a DNA lab person's gonna have to say, we tested it and blah, blah, blah. It's not gonna be just the cops. A person is gonna have to say that. A lab technician's gonna have to testify. So everybody gonna have to get in on it. All right. So the game changed when they pushed that hearing back to June, because now whatever you say, somebody gonna have to testify to that under oath. Okay. So just something to think about. And last but not least, another thing that I believe, just from reading these and kind of like the feeling that I get, is that they were expecting Brian's father to be in the car when they stopped him. Okay, if he was by himself on those traffic stops, they could have taken samples, they could have done whatever, they could have beat him up, but his dad was in the car. And so that changed the game. And another thing I don't understand is why, while they see him and his dad on the road, why not get the search warrant for his apartment? He's nowhere near his apartment. He can't run back and change anything. He's in the middle of nowhere. And so this would have been a great time to get a search warrant for his apartment. What can he do in the middle of the United States trying to get to Pennsylvania? Nothing. Okay, and then the evidence would have been a lot fresher on December the 15th than it would in January. Because by now, I'll be honest, I don't want to hear about what you got out of his apartment 2 months later. Because I know that 2 months later, everything that's on that list is expired. God only knows how many people have been in his apartment since November the 13th. So I really don't even read those reports about what they found or what they're looking for in his apartment. I don't watch them because it's too late. Okay? It was too little, too late. But anyway, I don't think they thought that the dad was going to, he was a surprise. And I don't think they were expecting that. So what do you think? You think I'm protecting the Kohberger family a little too much? I don't know whether Brian is guilty or innocent. I have no idea. And so guess what? None of us do. That's why I'm making these videos. None of us do. I don't know whether he did it or not, but nobody else has proven that he did it either. Not so far. What we have right now is accusation, speculation, circumstantial evidence, and a lot of he said, she said. But we don't have a slam dunk case where somebody confessed, or there's so much evidence that we all can just go to sleep and go on to the next case. We don't have any of that yet. All right, so what do you think? Leave some comments in the section. Let's get a discussion going. I would love to hear what you think. And I would also like to hear about what other cases you might be interested in seeing on this channel. Thank you very much for watching any of the videos. I really appreciate it. And God bless.